three on the stage, and that's something that's never happened ever.
مرحبا كمي كلاتكم تعزبتي نايزي مدرኽ مباركش لو معلتي بلايف سدركم فتني أبزلهم تعزبوا بوشتهم بدبهم ولا بقفلوكم نايقدون هي بسمعي دي بقى ملا وما عاد حق سنة يجون طرح كلاتكم أفكرت سبورت إرتراويان يلا نغير بول يا okay.
Bikes literally from Lille, and they're from Decathlon, it's their own brand. They do all the testing themselves. I tell you what, I was in the shop earlier this morning. I think it's going to say running games. It gives them on the bike. I'm not sure about it yet. It was there doing this morning to pick a bit of RBI things. They've gone with a very classics inspired Reisel. Reisel was the Flemish name for Lille. It's funny, isn't it? If you don't speak Dutch at the first time you're on the motorway there and you go and you're thinking, where's Lille? Where's Lille? You can only see these signs for Reisel. But you get very close to the board, it starts to put it in brackets. Also, the former French team run by Roger Ligier was not named after Ghent. Gone. Although they do spell that one with a D, I'm reaching here. You need to know the name though, because if you catch the train from the other side of Belgium, and you're going there, and you're looking up and you're thinking, where's Ghent? I can't see it. Oh, it's Gant Saint-Pierre. We are firmly in France here. Well, I tell you what, you've just provided a perfect segue. You will bring in our next guest, because he will understand quite a lot of that. Good afternoon, rather.
What a day.
What a day, indeed. It was funny, actually, I remember being over...
ኮኔክሽን አሞንጎ ቆራረጽ አሎ ክብራት ተዓዘብቲ ናታቶም እቲ መስመር
Yeah, so much of the language is really, really similar. And actually, the Breton national anthem is quite a bit.
What that?
I'm trying to think of an example now.
In the meantime, fifth place provisionally. Poggy might get a little bit of feedback on that one. Yeah, certainly. I mean, any feedback is good feedback. So even the little things that Niels Holt could come back and report.
Ja, för att jag måste...
Varför gör du så?
For our homeschool riders in there. Yeah, we did hear that Primož Roglič, the only real time we did see him struggle at the Giro, in the little time he was there, on the time trial bike. Let's go and hear from Dan Biggs, shall we? Because he was speaking to Hannah earlier on today. Of course, he's a man who's been helping prepare Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe for their assault on the Grand Tours.
Dan Bigham, a crucial day today for Primož Roglič, but also for Florian Lipovic in this individual time trial. What did you make of the course, and have you been able to recon it and have the riders recon it before coming to this Tour de France?
So myself and Johnny have been here, not a big guy at all, but he's got good numbers and really super open.
The wind could...
It tests the rider, which is what a time trial should do when it comes down to it. I think a pan flat out and back would be quite boring, whereas this, really tests your ability to do a good time trial in a lot of respects. And then obviously on the way back, you've got your tailwind, slide downhill into the town, and the exact same kind of problem. So it's not pan flat, not just a flat TT. There's more aspects to it, but when you're out there, the wind can definitely play into power and durations. You're talking big blocks of time where you're just not doing much but riding your bike.
What did Primož Roglič think of this course this morning when he rode it? Because seems quite laid back, a very different approach mentally to this Tour de France to any other tour. How is he approaching this time trial?
It's definitely quite chilled out. I don't think it's really phased him. As TT goes, he's obviously done plenty in his time and tends to learn the course pretty quickly, pretty easily. Did a few laps, especially on that technical out and back section, the first sort of 4K and last 4K. Seems relatively calm and confident. Nonchalant might be another way to describe it, but yeah, he's physiologically and he's in a decent place, and yeah, we'll be interested to see how he does.
Farewell, maybe a podium, top 3, certainly aiming for a top 5.
Yeah, definitely aiming at the sharp end. Yeah, for sure.
Thanks a lot, Dan. Best of luck.
Hannah Walker asking the questions there. Dan Bigham providing the responses. We'll go back to that in a minute. Just to update you on Brunel, I've noticed that there are no cameras at the intermediate checks today from those broadcasters. So we're not seeing them when they happen, but he's lost a bit more time this time, 18 seconds. He's now slower than he was after having been quicker in the check.
I have the feeling that the wind is picking up as well, and maybe that's becoming a disadvantage through the early part of the course. And that's a normal thing. As the afternoon goes on, the wind often does pick up to a certain point.
Lucas, varför ljuger ni? Backa sa att det inte blir
I'm out of the hot seat. Hoping that, early part of the course can be more influenced by more headwind. Even if it gives them more tailwind in another part, the damage is done, if you like. But going back to Red Bull, Dan Bigham and the team, and what we often talk about, all the research that goes in, CDA, the coefficient of drag, they're looking to get the best numbers on, because aero is everything. Red Bull, 4.
Our best Steve Chanel impersonator continues.
TNT Sports coverage of Tour de France is sponsored by Service Now.
TNT Sports, powered by Endura. This weekend, it's another double medal of